I remember being on holiday with my grandparents, and we just gone to church, and basically I felt like I was missing out on something by not having Jesus in my life. So I prayed a simple prayer, and literally just like, Jesus, would you, I'm sorry for what I've done to this point. Would you be part of my life? And I had this just really incredible experience in the back of my grandparents' little Ford car. I just had this sense of like a warmth and a feeling that, it's so hard to describe, but this feeling as if everything I'd done before that point didn't matter. I.e., if I'd done anything wrong, it was like a fresh slate, and it's like I wanted to do good things. I didn't want to taint what had just happened in my life. So that was, an early experience of experiencing, the Holy Spirit. And then, basically the teenage years, I kind of walked away from God. Still always believed in God, but was just like, the Christian life is nowhere near as fun as the non-Christian life. So I don't understand why you would, so I was kind of leading this double life. I like go to church on a Sunday, and then, just do whatever I wanted, kind of drinking, relationships and stuff that, wasn't helping my relationship with God. And then, when I was 18, exactly that, I'd saved money for the last 2 years of school and went to Bali to surf. The aim was to surf every day, no agenda other than that. And after that, flew to Australia, and I stumbled upon, I've always played music. I was street performing, and a guy came up to me when I was playing. He said, "Oh, do you want a gig at our cafe?" And I was like, "Yeah, sounds great." So I turned up at the cafe, and everyone in the crowd knew each other, which was like really weird. I was like, this never happened. There's always like these little cliques everywhere. How does everyone know each other? Anyway, it turns out this was an outreach cafe for a Christian organisation. But the weird thing was that all the people in the crowd were like quite young, quite cool looking. And that's a massive bad stereotype, but that's where I was at 18, 19. So it's all good.
All right. Maybe I'll leave some of it in.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all part of the lockdown experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And so basically, I played the gig, and I played with a couple of, I was just jamming with a couple of guys like 1 a.m. It turned out that all these guys, as I said, were like Christian missionaries, and I was like, what is that about? Anyway, it was an organisation called Youth for the Mission, and they didn't try to evangelise me. They just wanted to be friends, really. And anyway, a couple of them, one guy, I didn't know anyone in the city. He just really pursued me, just like invited me up camping trips and like festivals and like hanging out at the weekends. So I'd go into this cafe and have lunch all the time. And I basically just started to get really interested in what they were doing. I didn't even really know what they were doing. Just the people were amazing. And so I kind of just said, God, if you're there, I think I should get involved with these guys. And they offer like a 6-month discipleship course, and I got involved in that. Like, people gave me money to do that from back home. Like, I felt really just like, wow, I feel like God's in this, maybe. Anyway, and those 6 months radically changed my whole life. The idea of relationship with God became like a real tangible thing, kind of speaking with God, hearing from God, those kind of principles. So that was when I was, like 18, 19. And I think, it's set a course for, where we're at now, kind of being in a place of seeking God for the future, for next steps, and, trusting for the miraculous and experiencing the Holy Spirit, stuff that, I kind of maybe previously thought was something of, 2,000 years ago. So yeah, man. So, I'm not saying it's all been hunky-dory since then by any means. It's a roller coaster life, isn't it? But, I couldn't have done what I've been able to do without God, and don't want to do the rest of life without him. So that's where I'm at now. And he's a good God.
Oh, it's amazing. That's great to hear. Great to hear. I know you do your own music, and I think you've been doing a bit of that at the moment as well. So I think there's been some Stop the Press is what I've seen on social media.
New single.
So
that's right.
So what's been going on there? How can people find out? How can people listen to your music?
Yes, this is where you overlay a website just down here.
Yeah. Well, my editing skills.
Yeah, testing them, absolutely. Yeah, so I've always loved writing music. So I've just literally put out a single on Friday. called Stop the Press. So if you want to go on, any of those streaming sites, SoundCloud, any of that stuff, and just put Dan Crook in. My new single is Stop the Press. It's a bit of a controversial one. It's kind of attacking's a bit strong, but it's definitely bringing to light some opinions about the press and whether or not it is a free press, and whether or not actually we're kind of in a lot of ways being, in some cases, manipulated, which is a strong word, but by actually, news that sells opposed to news that is just news. And unfortunately, the reality is that, we live in a society now where, clickbait headlines and, front page, what sells, isn't necessarily going to be the best thing. So all that stuff. So yeah, put that out on Friday and been getting some cool reviews and stuff from it, so check it out. But yeah, I love writing music. So yeah, dancrook.com is the website and all that good stuff.
I guess we can find you on Instagram, Facebook. Keep up
Instagram, yeah, it's either Dan Crook or Dan Crook Music. Yeah, find me on there. That'd be great.
Maybe even in the future, if people are ever allowed to go touring again, people might be able to come and see you.
It's true. I had a gig yesterday that never happened, sadly. That was my last gig for a while. So yeah, if we get out there again, you'll find all that stuff on the socials. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, Dan, it's been great to talk to you, and thank you for sparing some of your time.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll definitely check out some of your social media and keep up to date with what you're up to.
Yeah, and if you want to see the project as well, our new website's gone up as well. It's musicmentoring.live, so you can just see what we're up to. There's some testimonial videos and stuff on there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's brilliant. Cool. Okay, thanks, Dan. Thanks for speaking.
No problem.